Devin Callier just finished the greatest career in college football history, rushing for over 4,000 yards in his senior season and winning 2 national championships and 3 Heisman trophies. He looks like a player that could transform an NFL offense, and people are talking about him as the potential #1 overall pick. In the NFL Combine, Devin didn't blow scouts away with his strength, and his 40-yard dash wasn't as good as expected, but his shuttle time was by far the best of any running back. On draft day, Devin doesn't have to wait to hear his name called as he goes #1 overall to the Chicago Bears. Devin is expected to immediately make a huge impact as the starting running back for the struggling Bears. Devin won't be averaging 10 yards per carry in the NFL like he did in college, but it becomes clear in the preseason that behind a terrible offensive line, while he flashes his potential on a few plays, playing running back for the Bears is not going to be easy, and Devin is nervous going into his first game against Green Bay. Alright y'all, it is time for Devin Callier's first game in the NFL, taking on the rival Green Bay Packers, and this is going to get off to a great start. We have tons of room to the right side, and Devin's down the sideline for a huge gain. The expectations for Devin are unreal. Being the #1 pick as a halfback, he is expected to perform immediately. So the fact that he's gotten off to a good start has been great to see. I shouldn't have tried to bounce that one though. We are going to need to learn how to make stuff work in the NFL. Devin's able to hit a nasty spin on the pass though. That spin's going to be big. Devin's showing that even in the NFL, he can shake some dudes out of their shoes. And we've done a good job of establishing the run on first down. We just need to punch this into the end zone real quick. And Justin Fields throws a dot to get us started. That's a great start to this offense, but this Green Bay team is tough. Jordan Love drives right down for a touchdown of his own. The game plan in this one is clearly to get Devin involved out of the backfield as he gets killed on that play. Feels like Devin's been playing well so far, but he's still averaging under 4 yards per carry. That's a big catch on third down though. The passing game just might be the way to go this year, but that's a terrible throw from Justin Fields. It gets picked off and he's hurt on the play. That is not good, man. We've got the backup quarterback in, down 14 already. Green Bay's offense has been going crazy. I really don't think our offense has the firepower to get down the field. We're just going with the screen here, but this is going to work to perfection. We're able to at least get close to the first. But man, with the clock running even after a first down, I just don't know if we have enough time. Devin has tons of space here and we're able to stiff arm our way, but don't get out of bounds. Thankfully, an injury timeout stops the clock anyways, but we take a sack there. Our quarterback has got to get that ball out quicker. We got to at least get in the field goal range here. On third down, we've just got to hope our dude can make a play, and we are missing Justin Fields right now. So not a bad first half for Devin, but the offense is not doing well. We thankfully have Justin Fields back for the second half, but it honestly might be too late. From my perspective, Devin has played well, but he doesn't look like a guy who can transform an offense. I'm not sure if you can say that he's looking like a first overall pick right now, but on the other hand, he's basically been this entire offense. Apart from 1 or 2 throws by Fields, he's gotten the ball on almost every play, and after a promising start, this game is all but over. I knew it wasn't going to be easy when we pulled up to Chicago, but I was not expecting Devin's first game to be this much of a disaster. It would be one thing if just the offense was bad, but the fact that the defense was terrible is very concerning. At this point, we're just going to run the clock out and try to get Devin some more stats. So we are going for it on fourth down. Devin's able to find some space to pick up the first. As painful as this game has been, Devin has 70 yards out of the backfield, so it really has not been a bad performance from him. With no threat of a vertical passing game, our offensive line has just been getting crushed, and this might just be what we have to do this season. I would really like to at least get 1 touchdown for Devin in this game, and fun fact, Devin currently has more receiving yards than Justin Fields has passing yards in this game. He has been all over the place today, so that is a very tough way to start out the season, but hopefully we'll be able to bounce back. It is pretty apparent that after piling on thousands of rushing yards in college, Devin is going to have to fight for every inch in the NFL. After getting smacked by the Packers week 1, Tampa Bay already has a 14-point lead on us. This Bears team is seriously struggling right now, and Devin's play out of the backfield has been one of the only good things about this season so far. If Justin Fields doesn't figure out something quick here, we're going to get blown out for the second straight game. And on second down, coach is just calling a draw play. We have enough room to get close to the first down though, and this is a big time third down. Devin's wide open out of the backfield for another huge pickup. Teams are learning quickly that matching up a linebacker against Devin is not going to work in pass coverage, but once they make an adjustment on that, I don't know what our offense is going to do, because it doesn't seem like Justin Fields usually has a second target on these plays. He throws a terrible interception there. I don't know what's going on with this dude. On top of that, our defense has been miserable to start this season. So overall, this was really not a good first team for Devin to end up on. And once again, he's been able to do something in the passing game, but the ground game's just been getting shut down. If we don't score on this drive, the game is going to pretty much be over. And once again, Devin is just the only receiving option for Fields right now. Every single pass that's been completed this game has gone his way, as Fields takes a bad sack. And our defense is trying their best, but it is going to be tough if offense can't get anything at all going. I've been calling a ton of different plays, but for whatever reason, it's just been totally impossible to establish the run game. And I am ready for Justin Fields to get traded at this point. For the rest of this game, I'm just going to focus on trying to get Devin's rushing stats up. I want to finish this thing with at least 30 yards. Our blockers have just been pretty much useless in this one. And embarrassingly, Devin is at less than 1 yard per carry. Number 7 is basically a glorified receiver right now, as he is all this offense has got. And all I want to do before this game is over is give 1 touchdown to Devin. We finally have some room, so we're able to pick up the first. A 10-yard gain has never felt so good. And Devin's actually able to get to the outside here. This should be our first touchdown. We fight to get in there. Let's go. This game got off to a horrific start, but we're at least doing our best to fight through it. And this 4th down is going to be our last chance to make something shake. Fields just chucks it up. He is 6 for 15 on the day. The crazy thing is, I haven't even been trying to force the issue with the running game that much. We've had a perfect 50-50 play call mix. Devin does end up having a pretty decent individual game, but this is the tail of the tape right here. Justin Fields had 7 completions and 6 of them were to Devin. That's actually crazy. So, you know, I don't feel like those first 2 losses were necessarily Devin's fault, but we need to be doing more cooking than we're currently doing. Devin has to do a little bit of work in practice here, and he's able to punch it in for the touchdown. That looks more like the Devin I know. I'm really still trying to figure out the juke moves and stuff in this game. They are simply not as shice as they are in NCAA football, but they are definitely a little bit better in this game than they were in other Maddens. And we just got 1 more play to punch this in here, but Devin does not have a lot of power right now. That is one thing he's definitely going to want to work on if he wants to have a fruitful career in the NFL. So as if this season wasn't already going poorly enough, now we got to take on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and they've already scored a touchdown in less than a minute. This is not looking good, man. We might be starting out 0-3. Big time 3rd and 4 as Devin picks up his first reception there, and he is open out of the backfield again for the first down. Goes up and gets that bad ball. So the team isn't looking great, but number 7 is off to a good start in this one. And our blocks were looking pretty good on that stretch, not quite able to get to the outside. Devin's speed is not translated super well so far to the NFL by any means, so he's gonna have to get a little bit more crafty with his running. Taking runs outside appears to be way riskier in the NFL than it is in college. And faced with another 3rd down, coach is just running the classic halfback screen. Chiefs are sending everybody, and Fields is able to get it out. All we need is 1 block and we're able to pick it up. Let's go. A couple of big time first downs from Devin already, as he does a great job pass blocking there. We're gonna have to try to pick up another 3rd and long, and once again Devin is open, securing a big catch. He has been clutch so far on this drive. I'm hoping since we've been able to pass it pretty well, the running game will open up a little bit, but the Chiefs just keep sending these blitzes. So I'm gonna try to run a little outside zone here, see how this shakes out. If number 83 picked up that block, it would have been good, but he runs right past his man, and it looks like Devin's hurt on the play. Maybe not. Looks like he's playing through it on 3rd down, and once again we catch it out of the backfield, but this time we're short. We're not able to truck him, and coach is really taking us off the field on 4th and 1. I guess we must have picked it up though, because we've still got the ball. Devin has the chance to get his first rushing touchdown here. On 2nd and goal, we're going with the goal line run, and he is finally able to get in there. Let's go. The 2nd touchdown of our career. Devin's busting out some terrible dance moves, and after a painstakingly slow drive, Kansas City gets the 7 right back. Devin hits a nasty spin there though. Moving the ball fast is not our specialty, and we've just got 40 seconds left. Devin tries to get out of bounds there, but not quite. We're gonna have to take a timeout. All right, so now I'm gonna do my best to get to the sidelines. Another bad ball from Justin Fields, and here we go. 3rd and 8. I'm hoping we can at least get into field goal range here, and there's a nice throw from Fields. This has definitely been our quarterback's best game so far. Our offense is not looking half bad, and he's gonna take off there. That'll take a lot of time off the clock, but now we should at least be in field goal range. We gotta make sure we don't complete it inbounds though. Devin's gonna get open and toe taps on the sideline. Should make this an easier field goal, but to be honest, I kind of feel like we need a touchdown here if we want to keep up with the Chiefs. So it looks like we're just gonna come off the field on 3rd down. I guess we're taking the field goal, and going into halftime only down 4 is not bad at all. We've only got 19 rushing yards, but I'm feeling pretty good about Devin's performance in this one. I'm just patiently waiting for us to get the right blocking for number 7 to break off a big play. It is very frustrating to go from dominance to not being able to pick up 10 yards on the ground. We can't even get away from these DNs. I'm genuinely honestly not sure if I'm doing something wrong or if our blocking is just that bad. We finally get a positive play there. All right, man, big time 3rd and 6 here. If we pick this up, we'll be pretty close to field goal range. And Devin is open with plenty of room out of the backfield. We get stood up, but we're still able to pick up the first. I don't know if Devin has struck somebody a single time this season. We might have to put more energy into upgrading that. And man, the blocking, bro, the blocking is terrible. I don't know what I expected coming to the Bears, but I was expecting to be able to pick up more than 18 rush yards in a game. All right, so we're going with the halfback screen again here. Kind of a conservative call, and Fields is not going to be able to get that one out. With Kansas City going up by 2 scores, we are really in trouble in this one. We are going to need to pick up a 3rd and very long, and Fields just hits us out of the backfield. I don't know why he is checking it down there. I was honestly just trying to pass block, but now we're faced with a 4th and 12. Fields is flushed from the pocket, and that is going to do it for this one. Another blowout and a pathetic 18 rushing yard performance from Devin. People are definitely going to be calling him a bust now. I need to figure out what the good rushing formations in this game are, because right now I've got no idea what I'm doing with the play calling. I'm going to try to run a counter here and bust off a big play. I just want Devin's stats to get a little bit better, man. Averaging 2 yards per carry is just unacceptable, man. All right, 3rd and 6, hoping we can do something here. And Devin actually has a huge hole to the right. Finally, we get something going. I know that Kansas City is probably playing pass defense. I'm just trying to find one run plays that work, and we're at least making the stats look better right now. I'm just going to call that same zone fake jet here, but this time they sniff it out. Devin's finally able to power forward for some yards. This is by no means a great or even really good performance, but at least we were able to get something going there. But the Bears start out 0-3, and these are just not #1 pick stats right here. Okay, so I've been using all my points on spin and juke. I think we need to upgrade the truck in just a little bit. We have not been able to run anybody over. So we are going to need a dub in this game, and we need it bad. We're taking on the Broncos, who should be a little bit of an easier opponent, and that runs a nice way to start things out. I'm going to try to put a little bit more work into the play calling today, trying to find some good run plays. Right now, Devin is just not quite as fast as I need him to be. We haven't been able to hit those holes very well, and we're barely able to pick up the first down there. I'm trying to mix in enough pass plays to keep these dudes honest, but in all honesty, I just want to go with ground and pound. As good as Devin is out of the backfield, we got to get the running game going. On 3rd and 4, we are going to go with the pass though, and once again, Devin has plenty of space, but a terrible ball from Justin Fields. So just like that, we're down 3-0, running the crack toss here, and man, you see number 58 just running past the dude he's supposed to block. I know I might not have the best Madden stick skills in the world, but that is definitely not on me. So now we've got a 3rd and 17. I have absolutely no hope that we will pick this up. Fields is throwing a bomb, and that almost got picked. Our defense has been standing up tall so far. We need to just dig deep and find a way to win this thing. Denver's run defense is definitely not as good as these last couple of teams, so I'm gonna do my best to really establish it here with just a couple minutes left in the half. Justin Fields has got to help us out a little bit, man. He has been much worse than I expected him to be, and we just cannot get away from a tackler right now. Gonna go back to the ground game here on 2nd and 11, and we're able to get away from somebody stiff arming our way close to the first down. All right, so we're averaging like 5 yards a carry. This is not up to Devin standards, but it's also not a terrible game as we pick up the first down out of the backfield. There we go, man. Let's keep that energy going. I'm gonna go back to the ground game here, and a great block from number 85. We're able to pick up 4 despite the limited space. Devin's starting to show off a flash of speed in this one, but at this point, the DBs are just keying in on him in the passing game. Thankfully, Justin Fields is able to get the job done on 3rd and 6. So we've got 1 minute to get into the end zone. This time, Devin is definitely open, hits the spin, and almost gets in. All right, man, I'm trying to pick this up with the ground game. Let's get it. Devin fights forward down to the 1, and with the clock trickling down, we're able to punch it in for Devin's 3rd touchdown. This game is not going bad. Sadly, Denver is actually able to get 3 in just 20 seconds, but we should still be heading to halftime with the lead, as I'm going to try to take the chance to pick up a couple more rushing yards. This looks like it's setting up pretty well, but once again, man, the blocking logic in this game, I don't know. I'm scared to run outside because you just cannot trust these offensive linemen to find who they're supposed to block, but we do close out the half with over 50 yards. Unfortunately, Denver's able to go down and get the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, so just like that, we're down by 7. We need a score on this drive bad, and we're already down to 3rd and long, but Devin is wide open up the seam. Another terrible pass from Justin Fields though. Literally anytime he has to throw it more than 10 yards, he throws a bad ball, and what started out as a promising game has turned into another nightmare. I can't say I have a ton of hope of us coming back in this one. On 3rd down, I'm just gonna run the inside zone to try to pick this up. We keep bouncing off these blockers though. All right, Justin, show me something. Let's at least make this a game. Okay, that was probably his best throw of the day. All right, let's go with a little bit of a longer pass. Just see what happens. And yep, he throws it literally right to the defender, bro. Literally right to the defender. This dude needs to be traded. It is actually insane how badly this season's going. Offense is trash, defense is trash, and 4 games in, Devin doesn't even have a 100-yard game after coming in with all the hype. So we start the season 0-4. That was probably Devin's best game on the ground, but still really was not great. All right, so I didn't realize the game let you do this, but it does let you change playbook. So I'm gonna switch to Baltimore's playbook just to see if we can get a better run game going. I am just praying for a better day against the Washington Commanders here. We get things started with a nice positive rush, and buck sweep, man, that is what I like to see. Buck sweep is a nice play. All right, I can already tell this playbook is much better than the Bears playbook. We get things started with a first down rush, and I just feel like this is better suited for Devin and also for Justin Fields. We can get the RPO quarterback run going on a little bit. We are gonna have a third down to start this thing out, and Devin has tons of space. He's gonna pick that up like usual. All right, man, so we started out with a couple of first downs. I'm feeling like this could be our first dub. We're gonna have to convert another third down though. Seems like we're always on third down, but this time Justin Fields is gonna throw a dot. Okay, now we are getting somewhere, folks. Let's get a touchdown on this first drive. Come on, man. All right, 2nd and 9, we're going with a RPO. Fields is gonna hand that off, and we have tons of room, almost able to pick up the first. I have really just found that the power running game is much more important in the NFL. Our strength has just not been there so far. So after another semi-promising start, we are now down 7-0. This offense continues to be a total train wreck, but Devin hits the spin to pick up a big first down, and a Justin Fields pass gets us down into field goal range. Once again, another one of these situations where I feel like we need a touchdown, but Fields is gonna throw a beautiful ball there. We're not quite able to break out of there. Could have been a big time touchdown for Devin, but Fields takes a sack there. We're gonna have to use a timeout. All right, so we make it 7-3 going into halftime. Devin has to start making some moves here in the second half. Only 14 rushing yards. The penetration from the Commanders has actually been crazy. All right, so it's been tough going. We're running the stretch play here though, and finally, man, Devin has a ton of space. In college, he would have taken that to the house, but as it is, it's a 20-yard gain. Sadly enough, that's probably one of our best plays of the season. We're gonna go back to the classic inside zone here on 2nd down. Dude, that guy gets through every single time. I know I'm making excuses, but I cannot believe how bad our O-line has been. All right, Devin tries to pick up a block there. Not gonna work out though. And I kind of wish we were going for this. I feel like the Commanders are gonna score, and they do. It's only a field goal though, so we're still in this thing. And that stretch play has been working to perfection. We're gonna be able to pick up another first down. We're finally starting to find a little bit of success with the outside rush, and right when I say that, we get killed in the backfield. I gotta say, man, the CPU logic in this game is pretty solid. You run the ball too much, they will shut you down, and on 3rd down and long, we're just going with a draw call. We actually have a ton of space there. Devin hits the spin, but not able to make it happen, and if defense can't get a stop, this is gonna be over. Not only do we not have a win on the season so far, we haven't even come close to a win, man. We can't get within 2 scores of a team. At this point, I'm just saying screw it. I want to pick up some more yards on the ground, but it seems like every time I try to do that, we just lose yards. I'm just hoping we can break off one big run before it's all said and done. And look at that, bro. Number 35 just running by the guy who he needs to block. So we take yet another very unfortunate loss at 0-5, man. This is looking really tough. Devin had an okay game on the ground, but just like not what we're looking for, man.